And I apologize for that, Felina. And our bio reader today is going to be Gretchen Brown, also here today. Advisor for the Towanda Black Knights team is Peter Henty. Principal, Rebecca Stanfield. And Superintendent is Dennis Peachy. Thank you all for being here today and for joining us on Scholarship Challenge. Before we move too much further, Hunter, are we good back there? Do you have audio on the video stream? Add an input for the Scarlet. Okay. All right, we are going to continue in our broadcast here today with Scholarship Challenge. Our judges for the day, Jackie Bowen, thank you for coming back again. Appreciate that. Todd and Missy Bowers, thank you for being here. And from Owego, Village of Owego Mayor, Mike Barata, thank you for being here today as well and spending your Saturday mornings with us. Judges are here to help us out on stage, make sure that we are doing everything correctly, keeping proper track of the score, and handling all of our questions for the day today to make sure that we're asking them correctly, they're getting answered correctly. They are the Scholarship Challenge equivalent of KPMG to the lottery. So thank you for being here. Appreciate that. With that, it's time for Scholarship Challenge. Elmira Express, you ready? Towanda Black Knights, you ready? All right. 3 rounds of questions, 10 questions in each round. The first 2 rounds are worth 10 points apiece. Question number 1 of the day. A group of petals form what part of a flower that shares its name with a model of Toyota? Corolla is the answer. Question number 2, pencils and paper ready. Solve for t if 4t plus 18 is less than 7t minus 27. Captain Milo Miller is ringing in from Elmira Express.
T is greater than -3.
That is incorrect, Milo. So we'll repeat the question for Towanda. Get a second chance at it here. Solve for t if 4t plus 18 is less than 7t minus 27. Joe Pelagic.
T equals 15.
That is incorrect. So the answer we were looking for on that one is that t is greater than 15. Question number 3 on the day. The year 1622 was year 4 of what long European war that ended in 1648? Nate Spencer, Towanda.
The 30 Years' War?
30 Years' War is correct. Replace the word bad in the next sentence to make it grammatically correct. He is the bad basketball player I've ever seen. Milo Miller, Elmira Express.
Worst?
Worst is correct. Scholarship Challenge can be a pretty exciting place. The score, you can lose 10 points. You do lose 10 points if you get a question wrong, and you gain 10 points if you get it right. So what we've done so far for our listeners today is Towanda has lost 10 points, Elmira has lost 10 points, then Towanda gained 10 points, and then Elmira gained 10 points. So we went down, and now we're back up, and both teams are tied again at 0 in just 4 questions. Question number 5, accent. Bedside and conference are all types of what item of furniture? Nate Spencer, Towanda.
Table?
Table is correct. What Steven Spielberg film tells of a Nazi who saves Jews from Nate Spencer, Towanda Black Knights?
Schindler's List?
Correct. What music term that starts with M is a device put into the bell of a trumpet? Nate Spencer, Towanda.
Mute?
Mute is correct. Which National League baseball squad plays the beer barrel polka at its home games as a nod to its team name? Joe Pelagic, Towanda.
The Milwaukee Brewers?
Milwaukee Brewers are correct. In computer science, a string variable that has been named but does not have a place to store data is described by what adjective, meaning not started yet? Five seconds to ring in. Nobody did. Uninitialized. Question number 10, between the Towanda Black Knights and Elmira Express, which store chain announced in 2022 that its hot dog and soda combo will...
Sam's Club.
Colin Kane, Elmira Express.
Sam's Club.
Incorrect. We'll repeat the question for Towanda. Which store chain announced in 2022 that its hot dog and soda combo will be only $1.50 forever? Joel Pelagic, Towanda.
Costco.
Costco is correct. So at the end of round one, the first 10 questions of the day, Towanda is in the lead with 50 points. Elmira trails with minus 10. We'll come back. We've still got 20 more questions to go. The next 10 are worth 10 points apiece on the FCCB Scholarship Challenge presented by Williams Toyota. Welcome back to the Sayre Theater, the FCCB Scholarship Challenge presented by Williams Toyota. A little extra long break there as we just cross a couple extra wires here. This broadcast that we do, it's the most fun that we have all year long. This is our favorite thing to do. This broadcast was created by the unfortunately late but definitely great Chuck Carver Jr., former co-owner of Choice 102 and WATS here in Sayre. And, we just really like doing a scholarship challenge, and we believe in it quite a bit. And that's why when we had the opportunity to grow our company and add more radio stations, we add scholarship challenge to each and every single one of them. So it makes for a more technologically difficult broadcast because there's a whole lot more I's to dot and T's to cross, but it's totally worth it to be able to bring the talent of these students to the airwaves of the Twin Tiers. So we appreciate everyone's patience with that, and we're excited to continue round 2 in questions between the Towanda Black Knights and the Elmira Express, where the current score is 50 to -10 with Towanda in the lead. I've got 10 fresh questions for these guys as we continue now into the challenge. I want to start this part by learning a little bit more about the Elmira Express. And our bio reader for Elmira Express is going to be team captain Milo Miller.
The Elmira City School District formed in 1957 when 29 separate school districts merged, ending the era of one-room schoolhouses. These combined into the former Elmira Free Academy starting in 1859 and the former Southside High School, which opened in 1922. The two high schools then combined all sports teams in 2011 when the teams became the Elmira Express, nickname for the Elmira legend Ernie Davis, the first African American to win the Heisman Trophy. The two high schools merged in September 2014, opening the doors of the new Elmira High School, with the proud traditions of both the former Southside High School and Elmira Free Academy. Elmira High School has the honor of being recognized by the New York State Education Department as a high-performing school. The Elmira High School students enjoy a full complement of academic and extracurricular offerings. Elmira High School graduates will find themselves fully prepared to pursue higher education, a military career, or to join the workforce.
Thank you, Milo Miller, the captain of the Elmira Express. Nice opportunity to learn a little bit about each school district, as well as learn a bit about each student who participates in Scholarship Challenge. Let's continue on with the questions. Second round, these are still 10-point questions each. Question 11 of the day. About age 2, a child enters this stage of development where they learn to walk but lose their balance a lot. Colin Kane, Elmira Express.
Toddler.
Toddlers, correct. Good job. What election-related term is defined by the U.S. Election Assistance Commission as a ballot cast by a voter other than in person on Election Day? Milo Miller, Elmira Express.
Mail-in?
That is incorrect. I'll repeat the question for Towanda Black Knights. What election-related term is defined by the U.S. Election Assistance Commission as, quote, a ballot cast by a voter other than in person on Election Day, end quote? No takers from Towanda. You got a second answer for me? Yeah, absentee is what we were looking for. All right, question number 13 on the day. King Tut Day is celebrated in this month because that's when Howard Carter found Tut's tomb. Other days marked in this month include Mickey Mouse Day in the U.S. Name this month that sees the end of daylight savings time and also includes Veterans Day and Thanksgiving. Madeline Perry, Elmira Express.
November.
November is correct. Good job, Madeline. Twanda's in the lead, 50-0. 14 is the question number for the day. Which New England state is directly west of New Hampshire? Milo Miller, Elmira Express.
Vermont?
Vermont is correct. 10 points for Elmira. Question number 15. Name the mental disorder often characterized by disorganized thinking and by hallucinations. Milo Miller, Elmira Express.
Schizophrenia.
Schizophrenia is correct. Which Republican served only a few months as president in 1881 before he was shot? Nate Spencer, Towanda Black Knights.
Garfield.
Garfield is correct. In 1844, he accidentally set fire to the woods and burned nearly 300 acres near Concord, Massachusetts. Name this author of Walden. Madeline Perry, Elmira Express.
Henry David Thoreau.
That is correct. Great job. Give the term for the indigenous people of Canada that live in both Nunavut and Nunavut. Colin Kane, Elmira Express.
Inuit.
He knows what I'm talking about. Thank you, Colin. How is it pronounced? Turn his microphone on for just a second.
Say it again.
Yeah.
Nunavut.
See, these guys know what's going on. There's no question here that these kids are smarter than me. I have everything written down. I'm cheating. All right, question number 19. Though he wrote screenplays for the movie I'm going to get it. Do you want to help me? No, just kidding. Though he wrote screenplays for the movie Anna Karenina, he is best known for his stage plays like Arcadia, Jumpers, and Travesties. Name this British author most famous for his Shakespeare takeoff called Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead. No takers on that one. Tom Stoppard. Question number 20 between the Towanda Black Knights and the Elmira Express. This rule, also named for Leibniz, calculates the derivative of functions like xe to the x power. Identify this calculus rule that says, using Leibniz's notation, that the derivative of the quantity u times v equals u d v. Milo Miller, Elmira Express.
Power rule.
Say again?
Power rule.
Incorrect. So I'm going to repeat all that for Towanda Black Knights. This rule, also named for Leibniz, calculates the derivative of functions like xe to the x. Identify this calculus rule that says, using Leibniz's notation, that the derivative of the quantity u times v equals u dv plus v du. Nate Spencer, Towanda Black Knights.
Product rule.
Knows what I'm talking about. That is 20 questions. The score, Towanda in the lead, 70-30 over Elmira Express. We've got 10 questions left. When we come back, we're going to learn about the Towanda School District with their team bio, and the 10 questions will be worth 20 points apiece. This is the 43rd Annual FCCB Scholarship Challenge presented by Williams Toyota. Welcome back to the Sayre Theater. We are at the 43rd Annual FCCB Scholarship Challenge presented by Williams Toyota. Big thanks to those and our many sponsors of Scholarship Challenge who think that this is just the greatest thing, and we do agree with them. One of the things we like to do, as mentioned earlier, we like to get to know the school districts, where they are, what they do, and what their communities are like. And this is where we'll check in with alternate for the Towanda Black Knights, Gretchen Brown, who is on the floor mic here in the theater to tell us a bit about Towanda. Good morning, Gretchen.
Good morning. What a great Saturday for competition. Thank you to the Radigans, to the radio team, and to the sponsors. Crowned by the verdant green hills of central Bradford County in Pennsylvania lies the Towanda Area School District. At Towanda, we strive to show our profound Black Knight pride on and off the field, court, stage, classroom, and in the community. This spring is a bustling time for Towanda High School. We are especially excited to watch our baseball, softball, boys tennis, and track and field team compete. Along with these spring athletes, our musically talented peers continue to represent our school well at the county and district level. We have students reaching regional band, district orchestra, district choir, and other high-level musical ensembles coming from Towanda. On our stage, our spring musical, Hello Dolly, is soon approaching in the beginning of April, and our one-act play, Louder, I Can't Hear You, got 6th place in the state competition. Moving along, our Student Council, Students Against Destructive Decisions, and National Honor Society members deserve recognition for their exemplification of Black Knight pride through volunteer work with CHOP, TACO, Salvation Army, Pet Shelter, and Towanda Memorial Personal Care Home and Skilled Nursing Unit. All this and much more is part of the Towanda Area School District. We Black Knights stand together with unwavering pride and spirit. Follow us online on our Facebook page or live stream on YouTube so you can be part of our Black Knight community. We would like to give a special thanks to our school administration, teachers, and staff who have helped us along the way, including our superintendent, Dennis Peachy, and principal, Rebecca Stanfield. Good luck to everyone today and to all the Black Knights as they represent Towanda this spring on the field, stage, court, or in the halls. Go Black Knights.
Great job. Thank you, Gretchen. Rebecca Stanfield, the principal of Towanda High School, is in the audience with us here today. We appreciate you being here, Rebecca, and thank you for that support. And got a phone call from Dennis Peachy yesterday who said couldn't make it, but good luck and hope to be there for finals, and we appreciate that. Dennis is listening back home on 95.3 The Bridge today in Towanda. All right. 10 more questions between the Towanda Black Knights and the Elmira Express. We're up in the values now. These are 20-point questions. 200 points are up for grabs over the next 10 questions. The current score, Towanda's in the lead, 70-30. Elmira trails just by, well, 2 questions. That's all it would take. So we're in for some excitement here. Let's see what happens. Question number 21 on the day. In bodies of fresh water, extra amounts of this ion speed up the growth of algae. When combined with calcium, this ion is found in your teeth. Identify this ion, the P in the abbreviation ATP. Aiden Scott, Elmira Express.
Phosphorus.
That is incorrect. I'll repeat the question for Towanda. In bodies of fresh water, extra amounts of this ion speed up the growth of algae. When combined with calcium, this ion is found in your teeth. Identify this ion, the P in the abbreviation ATP, that has an oxidation number of -3 and the chemical formula PO4. Nate Spencer, Towanda.
Phosphate.
Phosphate is correct. Give the economics term for a general increase in prices seen in the U.S. at historic. Nate Spencer, Towanda Black Knights.
Inflation.
Inflation is correct. One of this play's main characters is the gentleman caller. Name this Tennessee Williams play about Amanda and her children, Tom and Laura. Madeline Perry, Elmira Express.
A Streetcar Named Desire.
That is incorrect. We'll repeat the question for Towanda. One of this play's main characters is the gentleman caller. Name this Tennessee Williams play about Amanda and her children, Tom and Laura. Time is up. The Glass Menagerie. Vinaigrette is a salad dressing that is 3/4 olive oil and 1/4 vinegar. Spell vinaigrette. Madeline Perry, Elmira Express.
Vinagrettete.
That is incorrect. We will repeat for Tawanda. Vinaigrette is a salad dressing. That is 3/4 olive oil and 1/4 vinegar. Spell vinaigrette. Five seconds to ring in. Nobody did. The correct spelling of vinaigrette is Vinaigrette. Current score 110 to Wanda, Elmira 0. It's been up and down just a little bit, back and forth. It's 10 points off if you get something wrong in this round and 20 points to the good if you get it right. Question number 25. A diagram of the forces acting on a ball on a table would show gravity pushing the ball down and a force holding the ball up. The force is represented by a capital N. Nate Spencer to Wanda.
Normal force.
Normal force is correct. When Susan B. Anthony tried to vote for president in 1872, she voted for Ulysses S. Grant, and not for what woman. Sorry, I'm going to start from the beginning so that I say it correctly. When Susan B. Anthony tried to vote for president in 1872, she voted for Ulysses S. Grant, and not for what woman who ran for president from the Equal Rights Party? Victoria Woodhull. Question 27. Tell how many black keys on a piano are needed to play one octave scale, starting and ending with B flat. Nate Spencer to Wanda.
6.
Incorrect. We'll ask the question again for Elmira Express. Tell how many black keys on a piano are needed to play a one octave scale, starting and ending with B flat. No takers. The answer, 3. Question number 28. This landmark's namesake bridge crosses over the Zambezi River, seen by David Livingstone in the mid-1850s and named for a British queen. What water feature on the border between Zambia and Nate Spencer to Wanda?
Victoria Falls.
Victoria Falls is correct. Question number 29. Name the religion begun in India whose baptized members always carry 5 objects with them whose Indian names start with K, including a comb, a bracelet, and a dagger. Colin Kane, Elmira Express.
Sikhs.
Correct. Good job, Colin. Question number 30, final question between Tawanda and Elmira. Written as a capital R in the Middle Ages, this function is used in calculating standard deviation, as well as in the numerator of the quadratic formula. When graphed, this function's points include 4 minus 2, 9, 3, and 36, 6. Identify this function whose result is the same as raising something to the 1/2 power. Milo Miller, Elmira Express.
Square root.
Square root is correct. Great job, Milo. That does bring us to the end of the questions between Elmira Express and Tawanda Black Knights. Tawanda in the lead, 140 to 40. We took some chances there with those questions and those answers, and you guys played very, very, very well. You did a great job, and we're very proud of you. How'd you guys feel about Scholarship Challenge today? You enjoy being up on stage?
Yeah. I don't know what you want me to say, okay?
It does take a lot out of you, I'll be honest.
They exercised today, you know.
And maybe that was it. You might have wiped them out early on with the jumping jacks before we went on. Guys, what years are you? Freshman, sophomore, junior, senior?
I'm a senior.
Senior.
Junior.
Junior.
Our two juniors, you guys going to be coming back next year?
Hopefully.
Yeah, all right. Give them some good advice, guys. Thank you for being on Scholarship Challenge. Milo Miller, Colin Kane, Aiden Scott, and Madeline Perry from the Elmira Express. Towanda is going to advance. They'll stay put here up on stage. When we come back from the break, Canton Warriors will join us on stage for the 43rd Annual FCCB Scholarship Challenge presented by Williams Toyota. Welcome back to the Sayre Theater, 43rd Annual FCCB Scholarship Challenge, presented by Williams Toyota. Extended break there, courtesy of a Windows update at the engineering table. That's not actually true, but it's sort of kind of true. It's an inside joke, but thank you for being along with us here. During the break, we had a charming rendition of We Didn't Start the Fire, sung by the Towanda Black Knights. Enjoyed that. Good job, guys. I don't know if you heard it out there, but they nailed it. It was pretty good. Joining us on stage now, as Towanda continues to the next round here this morning, are the Canton Warriors. We welcome to the stage team captain Gracie Fitch.
Hi, my name is Gracie Fitch, and I'm a senior at Canton High School, where I am the senior class secretary, National Honor Society president, and I'm an academic letterman. I also participate in dance at Melinda's School of Dance, where I am an assistant teacher and choreographer. I plan on attending Lycoming College this fall for psychology with a minor in biology, and after college I hope to pursue a career in school psychology.
Very good. Thank you, Gracie Fitch. Didn't Melinda teach you how to? Melissa or Melinda? Very good.
I thought you said Melissa. I was like really excited.
My wife Irene, who co-hosts with me here and is standing by my side to make sure that I read questions correctly. As you can tell, she has the hardest job in the room. Recently learned how to dance with the Bradford County Dancing with the Stars thing, so that's very, very cool. Gracie Fitch, thank you. Camille McRoberts from Canton Warriors.
Hi, my name's Camille. I participate in many events at Canton High School. Some of the things include soccer, cross country, track, FFA, FCCLA, and I'm also the class president. I plan to attend college for environmental science.
Very good. Thank you, Camille. Kylie Lunar, welcome to the stage.
Hi, I'm Kylie Lunar. I'm a senior at Canton, and I'm also president of the Drama Club, a member of NHS, and I'm designing all the sets and the props for our school's musical.
Very good. Thank you, Kylie. We have to get you to consult for scholarship challenge here. Rayden Rockwell from the Canton Warriors.
Hi, I'm Rayden. I'm from the Canton Junior Senior High School. I'm in concert band, and I'm in marching band where I was the treasurer. My future plan is to go to Penn Tech for architecture and sustainable design.
Very good. Thank you, Rayden Rockwell. Team advisors Kelsey Herman, Principal Donnie Giacopetti, and Superintendent Dr. Amy Martell. The Canton Warriors, school colors red and white. And, let's see, let me look it up. When was the last time? Canton is still looking for a Scholarship Challenge championship. So you could be looking at the first ever Canton Warriors Scholarship Championship team. You never know. They are on stage up against the Towanda Black Knights, which was last year's Scholarship Challenge champion team, right? Yeah. Captain Nate Spencer, Ryan O'Connor, Joel Palachik, and Emily Stroud still on stage after their match against Elmira here this morning. So it's the Towanda Black Knights up against the Canton Warriors here at the Sayre Theater, and we are ready for questions. Back to 10-point questions. 10 questions this round. Here we go. After the late actor Gavin MacLeod became a born-again Christian, he voiced what biblical character in an animated episode where he is thrown into a den of lions? Gracie Fitch, Canton Warriors.
Daniel.
Daniel is correct. Good job. Pencils and paper ready for the next one. Evaluate f of x at x equals 4 if f of x is x to the second power plus 9x minus 23. No takers on that one. 29, the answer we were looking for. 16 plus 36 minus 23. Question number 3. Name the Kaiser who ruled Germany until his abdication. Ryan O'Connor, Towanda Black Knights.
Wilhelm II.
Wilhelm II is correct. Name the Midwest state that is the setting of the TV series Stranger Things. Kylie Lunar, Canton Warriors.
Indiana.
Is correct. In Lois Lowry's novel, The Giver, what place to which some community members are sent away doesn't really exist? People sent there are actually killed. elsewhere. Question number 6 between Towanda Black Knights and Canton Warriors. Canton in the lead, 20-10. The Hermitage Museum in St. Petersburg, Russia, has a great hall named for the first Tsar with what name, who died in 1855, 63 years before the murder of the second of this name? Nate Spencer, Towanda Black Knights.
Nicholas.
Nicholas is correct. Scores tied, 20-20. Question number 7. The eyes of Dr. T.J. Eckelberg in an advertisement look over the Valley of Ashes as Daisy runs over George Wilson's wife Myrtle with a car in what novel? Nate Spencer, Towanda Black Knights.
The Great Gatsby.
Was performed on this stage just last weekend. That's correct. Give the word that came to English from American Indian languages and means a large cone covered by animal skins used as a dwelling place. Nate Spencer, Towanda.
Teepee.
Teepee is correct. Score is 40-20 with Towanda in the lead over Canton. Which second largest satellite of the planet, Saturn, is also the name of a flightless South American bird? Nate Spencer, Towanda.
Rhea.
Rhea is correct. Question number 10. In economics, needs are what you need to survive. What term describes anything more than needs? Nate Spencer, Towanda.
Wants.
Wants is correct. That's 10 questions, real quick, like a lightning round around here between Towanda Black Knights and Canton Warriors. 10-point questions, and 10 of them. Towanda is in the lead, 60-20 here on the 43rd Annual FCCB Scholarship Challenge presented by Williams Toyota. We'll be right back. Thank you. Welcome back to the Sayre Theater, 43rd Annual FCCB Scholarship Challenge, presented by Williams Toyota. On stage, Towanda Black Knights, Canton Warriors. Canton just joining us here. 10 questions to go on stage. We'll take a break for a moment to learn more about the Canton Warriors, their bio reader, Camille McRoberts.
Every child, every day, the Warrior Way is the mission of the Canton Area School District. This mission focuses on each warrior every single day. In the area of academics, many juniors and seniors are taking advantage of the opportunities offered through the advanced placement courses, dual enrollment classes through Lackawanna and Keystone Colleges, and the Northern Tier Career Center fields of study. One senior have Once seniors have approved future plans, they are able to get their picture for a signing day. It's kind of like, woo! For academics, CHS athletes have competed at extremely high levels. The football team has made it to state semifinals. The girls and boys basketball teams achieved much success, and our wrestlers just competed in the state team competition. Our volleyball teams competed in yet another district championship. Our cross-country team sent a runner to the state championship. Our bocce team, it also continues to excel. Our FFA placed second at the Pennsylvania Farm Show in the landscape competition. And we've had many students that place regional and state competitions for chorus and band. This year's drama production is You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. Will take place in March 17th and 18th. To address emotional, educational, mental, and social needs, the Canton Elementary School has implemented responsive classrooms. Canton High School has trained to about restructive practices, including, that's right, circles. And all staff have learned about addressing trauma. Also, additional support personnel have been hired to assist with needs of the student body, such as our new mental health workers. We remain a united student body, as we are united by the warrior pride that displays every day through the warrior way. Thank you.
Thank you. Camille Roberts. Anytime you want to co-host the show with me up here, you're welcome to do it. A lot of great things happening in the Canton School District, some very forward-thinking stuff, and it's neat to take a minute out of Scholarship Challenge to learn about what's going on in our school districts around the northern tier of PA and the southern tier of New York, and it makes us proud every time we hear about the things that these guys do. You have a bocce team?
Yeah, it's unified sports.
Awesome. Who knew? All right, 10 more questions. These are still 10 pointers between the Towanda Black Knights and Canton Warriors. Towanda's in the lead currently with 60 points to Canton's 20 points. Let's see what happens here over the next 10 questions. Begun by a Methodist bishop in Nashville, Tennessee, which Southeastern Conference college is named for its major donor, the owner of the New York Central Railroad in the late 1800s? Nate Spencer, Towanda.
Carnegie?
Incorrect. We'll repeat the question for Canton. Begun by a Methodist bishop in Nashville, Tennessee, which Southeastern Conference college is named for its major donor, the owner of the New York Central Railroad in the late 1800s? Vanderbilt. Question 12. What legal term, starting with D, provides a civil remedy when someone's words end up causing harm to your reputation or your livelihood? Nate Spencer, Towanda.
Defamation?
Defamation is correct. Give the verb tense used in the following phrase. Your answer will be two words, the first of which is past, present, or future. The phrase is eating. Nate Spencer, Towanda.
Present tense?
Incorrect. We'll repeat the question for Canton Warriors. Give the verb tense used in the following phrase. Your answer will be two words, the first of which is past, present, or future. The phrase is eating. Time is up. The answer we were looking for, present progressive or present continuous. Question 14. The Bitterroot River in this state flows west from the Continental Divide. Name this northwestern state whose rivers that flow east from the Continental Divide include the Jefferson, Madison, and Gallatin rivers that unite to form the headwaters of the Missouri River? Five seconds to ring in. Nobody rang in. The answer we're looking for, Montana. Question 15. The juvenile type of what ailment causes your immune system to attack the cells in your pancreas that make insulin? Nate Spencer to Wanda.
Diabetes.
Diabetes is correct. Complete this line from the Declaration of Independence. We hold these truths to be... Nate Spencer to Wanda.
Self-evident.
Correct. What European composer's symphony that uses African American spirituals is nicknamed From the New World? Dvorak. Question 18. In most months of the Roman calendar, this day, marking the full moon, fell on the 13th of a month. In those months with 31 days, like March, this day fell on the 15th. Which non-numeric day? Nate Spencer to Wanda.
Ives.
Say again.
Ives.
That is incorrect. We'll ask the question again for Canton. In most months of the Roman calendar, this day, marking the full moon, fell on the 13th of a month. In those months with 31 days like March, this day fell on the 15th. Which non-numeric day is considered dangerous in Shakespeare's play Julius Caesar? Ides with a D, yep. Question number 19 between Towanda Black Knights, Canton Warriors. Towanda in the lead 60-20. Her 2022 novel, The Ink Black Heart, is the sixth to feature her detective character, Cormoran Strike. Name this British author who writes the Strike novels under the pen name Robert Galbraith to keep them different from her fantasy novels about a school for wizards. Kylie Lunar.
J.K. Rowling.
J.K. Rowling. 10 points for Canton. Question number 20. In calculus, this term describes a function x at a point a if the limit of f of x as x approaches a equals f of a. Give this adjective used to describe any graph without jumps, holes, or vertical... Nate Spencer to Wanda.
Continuous.
Continuous, yes. That question seemed continuous forever. 70-30 is the score. Tawanda's in the lead over Canton. That's the end of 20 questions. We've got 10 more to go, and when we come back, they'll be worth 20 points apiece. Stay tuned. You're listening to the 43rd Annual FCCB Scholarship Challenge presented by Williams Toyota. Thank you, and welcome back to the Sayre Theater. Having fun today at the 43rd Annual FCCB Scholarship Challenge presented by Williams Toyota. Not only are we on stage asking questions, sometimes we forget. We've got a whole pile of people paying attention to what's going on here. We get so wrapped up in what we're doing here on stage, but we're being heard on 17 radio signals across the Twin Tiers. We're being seen on YouTube and Facebook from the Choice 102 Facebook page. We're live streaming there, and we have a live in-studio audience this morning. It's great to see how many people just come out for a scholarship challenge to support these students and enjoy a nice program today to do something fun on a Saturday. It's a cool thing, Scholarship Challenge. Thank you for being a part of it here today. Canton Warriors are on stage with the Towanda Black Knights. We have Gracie Fitch, Camille McRoberts, Kylie Lunar, and Raiden Rockwell on stage for Canton. We have Nate Spencer, Ryan O'Connor, Joel Palachik, and Emily Stroud on stage for the Towanda Black Knights. We've done 20 questions between these two so far. Towanda's in the lead, 70-30. This is the second match of the day for Towanda. Still waiting in the wings today. We have Horseheads and Northeast Bradford, who will take this stage shortly. And in just 10 questions from now, we'll find out which of these two teams, Canton or Towanda, will stay for one more match today between either Horseheads or Northeast Bradford. It's all very exciting. Thank you for being here. 10 more questions between these two. Yep, they're tough ones, and that's why they're worth 20 points each. Pencils and paper ready. Here we go with question number 21. The combustion of benzoic acid is detailed by the equation 2 moles of C6H5COOH plus X moles of O2 gives 14 moles of CO2 and 6 moles of H2O. Give the value of X that balances the equation. That question pretty much wiped everybody out. 15. I knew you almost had it, right? I know, me too. Question 22. There's some real tough ones in here, and then every now and then, stupid easy one. Never know what happens. It's great. Question 22. In 2022, the name of this country's capital was changed from Nur Sultan to its previous name, Astana. Name this world's largest landlocked country and largest of the former Soviet Union's Central Asian republics. Nate Spencer, Towanda.
Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan is correct. In the novel The Princess Bride, what man in love with Buttercup always says to her, "As you wish"? Gracie Fitch, Canton Warriors.
Wesley.
Wesley is correct. He died in 2022 at age 94, leaving millions of sports fans mourning the final loss of his voice on the nation's airwaves, even if they didn't like the Los Angeles Dodgers. Name this legendary baseball sportscaster. No takers on stage. Todd Bowers, you know that one? Vin Scully, the answer we're looking for there. 10 points for the judges. Question 25. In physics, a change in momentum, delta P, equals what quantity represented by a capital J? That is the product of force and time. Nate Spencer, Towanda.
Energy.
Incorrect. We'll read it again for Canton. In physics, a change in momentum, delta P, equals what quantity represented by a capital J? That is the product of force and time. No takers from Canton. Impulse, the answer we were looking for. Score is 80-50. Towanda in the lead over Canton. Question number 26. In the movie Forrest Gump, what real-life U.S. president awards Forrest the Medal of Honor? Raiden Rockwell, Canton.
Kennedy.
That is incorrect. Read it again for Tawanda. In the movie Forrest Gump, what real-life U.S. president awards Forrest the Medal of Honor for his heroism during the Vietnam War? Nate Spencer, Tawanda.
Johnson.
Johnson is correct. This is why we have judges. All right, so from our judges table, there are 2 President Johnsons. Can you be more specific?
Lyndon Johnson.
Still correct.
I was going to say, I don't think Andrew Johnson came out of the grave to give Forrest Gump the Medal of Honor.
All right, I gotta press that button. Here we go. Michelangelo's paintings in the Sistine Chapel include those depicting what biblical book? Paintings that include the creation of Eve and Nate Spencer, Tawanda.
Genesis.
Genesis, correct. Juliana Top is the tallest peak in what South American country, once owned by the Dutch, whose capital is Paramaribo? No takers. Suriname is the answer we're looking for. Question 29. Her successful visit to her husband, the king of Persia, is the origin of the Jewish holiday of Purim. Name this Old Testament woman, raised by her relative Mordecai, who, after she replaced Queen Vashti, saved her Jewish people from the Gracie Fitch, Canton Warriors.
Esther.
Esther is correct. Question number 30 between Tawanda Black Knights, Canton Warriors. Tawanda in the lead, 120-60. Poet Percy Shelley, lawyer Clarence Darrow, and mathematician Bertrand Russell are among the famous people in what group whose members can be killed in the Middle East even today, and whose other members include Karl Marx and many others who deny the existence of God? Nate Spencer, Tawanda.
Infidels.
Incorrect. We'll read the question again for Canton Warriors. Poet Percy Shelley, lawyer Clarence Darrow, and mathematician Bertrand Russell are among the famous people in what group whose members can be killed in the Middle East even today, and whose other members include Karl Marx and many others who deny the existence of God? Atheists. And that's it between the Tawanda Black Knights and Canton Warriors. The final score, 110-60. Tawanda wins. Congratulations to them, and also to the Canton Warriors, who worked really hard up on stage here today, and we appreciate you guys joining us. Did you have a good time on Scholarship Challenge today?
I should have done it.
It is fun. Thank you for being here. It is the 43rd Annual FCCB Scholarship Challenge presented by Williams Toyota. When we come back, Horseheads and Northeast Bradford on stage. Welcome back to the Sayre Theater. It's the 43rd Annual FCCB Scholarship Challenge presented by Williams Toyota. It's okay. We're good. We are here for Scholarship Challenge today, and I'm going to do a little bit of a recap for you. This is week number 3, and I'll go all the way back for a full recap. Week number 1, we saw Grace Christian, Sullivan County, Sayre's blue team, Waverly's red team, and Wyalusing join us. Sullivan County defeated Sayre blue. Waverly red and Wyalusing went up against one another, and Wyalusing won that. Grace Christian went up against Sullivan County and won that. So then Grace Christian went up against Wyalusing, and then the week 1 winner was Grace Christian, who will come to finals on March 11th. Last week we saw Montrose, Athens Silver, Spencer Van Etten, Sayre red, and Notre Dame on stage. Between Sayre and Notre Dame won. And then we had Athens and Spencer play one another. Spencer won that. And they went up against Montrose, and Montrose won that. So then it was Montrose and Notre Dame won there. So Notre Dame will go to finals on March 11th. So far this morning, we've seen Canton, Elmira, and Towanda. Towanda has come to the top of those 3. And now we have up on stage with us Horseheads and Northeast Bradford for the first time today. At the end of this match, whoever wins between Horseheads and Northeast Bradford will play against Towanda this morning, and whoever wins between Towanda and Horseheads or Northeast Bradford will have a seat at finals on Saturday, March 11th. That is how it works so far. Next week, we'll be back here again for week number 4, where we'll welcome Waverly White Team, Athens Black, Wellsboro, Tioga Central, and Newark Valley. The winner of those 5 will find themselves at finals on March 11th. There will be only 4 teams that day. It'll be a somewhat shorter broadcast, but then we will crown our Scholarship Challenge champion for the 43rd year. It's all in good fun. We also, in addition to the championship and the Kwasnoski Cup, award $6,500 in prize money to the top 8 teams. Top prize is $3,000. Second place prize is $1,500. Third and fourth place prize is $500, and 4th through 8 win $250 each. That money goes to each of the respective school districts to do with whatever it is they so choose. So let's meet the Horseheads Blue Raiders and the Northeast Bradford Panthers, starting with the Horseheads Blue Raiders. Horseheads back on the Scholarship Challenge for the first time in many years. Nice to have you here. We start with Captain Corinne Hotchkiss.
Thank you. My name is Corinne Hotchkiss. I'm a senior at Horseheads High School and the co-captain of the Academic Challenge team. I'm also a member of National Honor Society and Environmental Science Club. I hope to attend SUNY Alfred in the fall for graphic design.
Very good. Thank you, Corinne Hotchkiss. To my left and to her left, Brandon Dildine is a bio reader today. We'll hear about that in a little bit. Brandon, let's hear about you.
My name is Brandon Dildine. I'm a junior at Horseheads High School. I'm a member of National Honor Society, marching band, wind ensemble, jazz band, and I'm in the spring musical. And for future plans, I hope to attend college for computer science.
Very good. Brandon Dildine, thank you for being here today. To his left, Brielle May.
Hi, my name is Brielle May. I'm a senior at Horseheads. I'm a class officer and I'm the treasurer of Academic Challenge. I'm also in marching band, jazz band, NHS, multicultural club, and I'm a track athlete, varsity. In college, I plan to do chemical engineering and do collegiate rowing.
Very good. Brielle May from the Horseheads Blue Raiders. Thank you. And to our far stage left, Horseheads Blue Raider, Ryan Bowe.
Hi, I'm Ryan Bowe. I'm a junior at Horseheads High School. I'm a member of the National Honor Society, the marching ensemble, and the tech crew for our spring musical. I plan to pursue a career in engineering.
Very good. Thank you, Ryan. To our stage right, the Northeast Bradford Panthers, team captain Will Cooley.
What's up? I'm Will. I'm here. I do Scholarship Challenge at my school. I plan on attending Alfred University in the fall for BA of Fine Arts.
Very good. Thank you, Will Cooley. To our right of Will is Eddie Eastman.
Hello, my name is Eddie Eastman and I am a freshman at Northeast Bradford. I play soccer and trombone and I enjoy playing chess and juggling.
Very good. Thank you, Eddie. Lila Hughes.
My name is Lila. I'm a sophomore at Northeast Bradford High School. I'm a proud member of the cross-country team, the basketball team, and the track team. I'm president of my class, the class of 2025, and I've played piano for 10 years. After high school, I plan to pursue my dream of being a cardiovascular surgeon.
Very good, Lila Hughes. Thank you. And Kate O'Connor.
So yeah, hi, my name is Kate O'Connor and I'm a senior at Northeast Bradford High School. I'm the president of the class of 2023 as well as the vice president of student government, and I'm also a member of NHS where I've done numerous projects including managing the school's recycling. I've played basketball for 11 years, and in my senior year I'm a proud captain of the Northeast Bradford Lady Panthers basketball team. And tonight we'll actually be playing Towanda in the NTL Showdown final at Mansfield University. After high school, I'll be attending Penn State University, where I will be majoring in political science, and then I plan to go on to law school.
Very good. Kate O'Connor, the Northeast Bradford Panthers. Thank you for being here today. All right. We also want to acknowledge from the Northeast Bradford Panthers in the audience with us today is team alternate Ryan Jones. Advisor is Melissa Tewksbury. Principal of the Panthers, Dr. Amy Brown, and the administrator in charge is Mr. Matt Holmes, who is here today. Thank you for joining us. Horseheads Blue Raiders, advisor is Pamela Doran, principal is Chris Earle, and superintendent is Dr. Tom Douglas. If we could, please get a round of applause for the Northeast Bradford Panthers and the Horseheads Blue Raiders. I think it was Lila who mentioned being class president of 2025. Seems so far in the future, and in reality, it's like next week. All right, let's do 30 questions. The first 20 will be worth 10 points apiece, and then the last 10 will be worth 20. Hope you're writing this down. There will be a quiz now, actually, but not for you, just for these guys here. You can play along if you like, and thank you for tuning in today on our 17 radio stations or video feeds on YouTube and Facebook, and joining us here in the Sayre Theater, where we have a live studio audience today. Appreciate you all being along for the Scholarship Challenge today. Here we go. Question number 1 between the Northeast Bradford Panthers and the Horseheads Blue Raiders. In psychology, which defense mechanism can be used to pretend that something bad isn't really happening, and yes, it's not just a river in Africa? Kate O'Connor, Northeast Bradford.
Denial.
Denial is correct. Good job.
Denial is a river.
That was a Chuck Carver joke if ever there was one. Pencils and paper ready. Give the integer value of y if y equals both 3x and 2x plus 4. No takers on that. You have 5 seconds to ring in and 10 more seconds to answer. The answer we're looking for, all that gobbledygook, 12. Question number 3. Complete this statement about gravity from NASA. Quote, gravity not only pulls on mass, but also on blank. Will Cooley, Northeast Bradford.
Sorry. Light.
Light is correct. Good job. Question number 4. What word starting with L is a set of computer instructions that repeat over and over until a condition is reached that ends? Kate O'Connor, Northeast Bradford.
Be a logarithm.
That is incorrect. We will repeat the question for Horseheads.
Sorry.
What word starting with L is a set of computer instructions that repeat over and over until a condition is reached that ends the repetition? Ryan Bowe, Horseheads.
Loop.
Loop is correct. At the end of which Arthur Miller play is the widow... Yep, I didn't. You're right. I have to press the button. There we go. Thank you. At the end of which Arthur Miller play is the widow Linda Lohman about to make the last payment on her mortgage? Death of a Salesman. Identify the 2022 winner of an MTV Video Music Award as Best New Artist for her song Boyfriend. No takers on that. Dove Cameron or Chloe Hosterman. Question number 7. The Spanish city of Seville is the setting for what sorry, I'm going to start this over again so I say the name correctly. The Spanish city of Seville is the setting for what Jorge Bizet opera about a cigarette girl that includes a famous habanera? Carmen, the answer we're looking for there. Question number 8, scores tied at 10 each. Complete this quote engraved on the walls of the northeast portico of the Jefferson Memorial. Quote, "Commerce between master and blank is despotism." Will Cooley, Northeast Bradford.
Slave.
Slave is correct. Good job. Northeast Bradford takes the lead 20-10 with Horseheads trailing. Question number 9, complete this statement from the U.S. Geological Survey. Quote, the continent we now know as North America was continuous with other continents and all existed as a single continent called Will Cooley, Northeast Bradford.
Pangea.
Pangea is correct. Begun by a British lawyer, this organization works to improve the treatment of prisoners and detainees, to release nonviolent political prisoners, and to end the abuse of human rights. Give the two-word name of this multi-country organization whose first word means official pardon. Will Cooley at the buzzer from Northeast Bradford.
Amnesty International.
That is correct. Great job. So at the end of round 1, 10 questions between Northeast Bradford Panthers and Horseheads Blue Raiders. Northeast Bradford is in the lead 40-10. I've got 10 more 10-point questions when we come back on the 43rd Annual FCCB Scholarship Challenge presented by Williams Toyota. Thank you for being here. It's the Sayre Theater 43rd Annual FCCB Scholarship Challenge presented by Williams Toyota. We're live at the Sayre Theater, which is owned and operated by the Bradford County Regional Arts Council. We appreciate them, their board members and employees and staff and team for having us here for Scholarship Challenge. This is our 3rd week in the theater. We've got 3 more to go. As I mentioned earlier, we've got the last day of qualifiers next Saturday. Then we take a break and do a middle school challenge for week number 5, and then we come back week number 6 with finals for high school. It's lots and lots and lots of fun. First, we'd like to take a pause and learn more about the Horseheads Blue Raiders. And to tell us more is teammate Brandon Dildine.
Horseheads is proud of our rich tradition in academics, the arts, and athletics, serving 1,200 students grades 9 through 12 in a rural setting in the southern tier of the Finger Lakes. At Horseheads, we encourage our students to explore, empower, and excel in their academics and extracurriculars. This year, our girls swimming and boys wrestling teams were sectional champions, and our girls basketball team are Stack West champions. The Horseheads Green Room player students are putting on a production of The Little Mermaid, March 16th through 18th. Thank you to the Radigan Broadcasting for coordinating this competition. We wish our Raiders the best of luck at Scholarship Challenge and hope all competing teams have fun.
Very good. Thank you, Brandon Dildine, Horseheads Blue Raiders. Coming up in a bit, we'll learn more about the Northeast Bradford Panthers, but first, let's do 10 more questions. These are worth 10 points apiece. The late actor Wilford Brimley, known for his long mustache and grandpa-like personality, had a role in True Grit, where he was a minor character behind what legendary star of Westerns who won an Oscar for playing Rooster Cogburn? John Wayne. Question number 12. Name the U.S. state whose driver's licenses show the Mackinac Bridge separating its upper and lower peninsulas. Kate O'Connor, Northeast Bradford.
Michigan.
Michigan is correct. Great job. At this event, the Amalgamated Association of Iron and Steel Workers fought back against Henry Clay Frick's anti-union policies, named this Pennsylvania protest of 1892 against the Carnegie Steel Company. Homestead Strike. Northeast Bradford is in the lead over Horseheads 50-10. Often studied by a limnologist or a limnologist, this body is different than a lagoon because it is surrounded mostly by land and not by the ocean. Give the term for this body of water, usually fresh, whose great examples include Michigan and Superior. Will Cooley, Northeast Bradford.
A lake.
Lake is correct. Spell the word obdurate, an adjective meaning very stubborn. No takers on that. Obdurate is spelled O-B-D-U-R-A-T-E. Question 16, between the Northeast Bradford Panthers and the Horseheads Blue Raiders. Which 19th century Kentuckian and co-founder of the Whig Party got his nickname by helping pass both the Missouri Compromise and the Compromise of 1850? No takers on that. The buzzer. Henry Clay. The answer we're looking for. Question 17. Paintings created by artists from this country include The Burial of the Count of Orgaz. Name this country whose other paintings include Pablo Picasso's Guernica. Will Cooley, Northeast Bradford.
Spain.
Spain is correct. Question 18. As part of the 1895 Treaty of Shaman, As part of the 1895 Treaty of Shimonoseki, China had to give Japan the main island of what is now what nation? Will Cooley, Northeast Bradford.
Taiwan.
Taiwan is correct. Question 19. One of the burning questions in her 2022 essay collection, Burning Questions, is, quote, how much of yourself can you give away without evaporating? Identify this Canadian author of Oryx and Crake and The Handmaid's Tale. Kate O'Connor, Northeast Bradford.
Margaret Atwood.
That is correct. Okay, question number 20. Pencils and paper ready for this one. Give the ordered pair that is the y-intercept point of the line. 4x plus 9y equals 36. Time is up. No takers. Answer 0, 4. All right, that is the end of 20 questions. We've got 10 left. We'll up them to 20 points apiece. The current score is 90-10. Northeast Bradford Panthers in the lead over the Horseheads Blue Raiders. Scholarship Challenge continues when we come back to the Sayre Theater. $11:46 on Scholarship Challenge. We broadcast live today. This is the third Saturday of 6, maybe award winning, but it's also award giving. We'll do that here on hopefully March 11th, weather permitting, as long as we're allowed to keep up with the schedule that we've prescribed for this. The Kwasnoski Cup will go to the Scholarship Challenge champion, as well as a check for $3,000. Pretty cool. All right, on stage with us this morning, we have the Northeast Bradford Panthers and the Horseheads Blue Raiders. Let's take a moment to learn about the Northeast Bradford Panthers and their school district from bio reader Kate O'Connor.
So, Northeast Bradford Junior Senior High School, located in Bradford County, Pennsylvania, is home to some 400 students ranging from grades 7 through 12. The district may be very small and rural, but this does not hinder the school or the performance of its students. The school offers advanced placement as well as rigorous courses in every discipline. We offer a wide range of extracurriculars, such as our outstanding National Honor Society and FFA chapters, Student Government Association, the Spark After School program, and a gifted and enrichment program which recently received a grant to create a makerspace in the school. As for athletics, the Panthers enjoy many successes with both the girls and boys cross-country teams winning districts and qualifying for states this year. Additionally, the girls basketball team has won the NTL title for the past 4 years now. Northeast Bradford has a very involved music and drama department whose most recent production of Aladdin Jr. was a rousing success. I'm proud to go to this small school with a big heart, and we as a team are excited to participate in Scholarship Challenge. We would also like to thank the Radigan Broadcasting Group and the sponsors of this excellent activity for local high school students.
Thank you, Kate O'Connor. Northeast Bradford Panthers. It's the third round now. We've had 10-point questions so far. Now we're going to have 20-point questions. If you get something wrong on Scholarship Challenge, you do lose 10 points. That's always the case no matter what round we're in. But when we advance to the third round between these two teams, it goes up to 20 points. So these next 10 questions, 20 points apiece. Here we go. Give the chemistry term for the balance caused by two opposing reactions running at the same speed. Brandon Dildine, Horseheads.
Equilibrium.
Equilibrium is correct. Good job. Name the 2022 U.S. Supreme Court case that officially overturned Roe v. Wade. Dobbs is the answer we were looking for there. The parasite that causes this disease is spread by the female Anopheles mosquito and reproduces in the human liver. Name this tropical disease whose symptoms are treated with Will Cooley?
Zika.
That is incorrect. We'll repeat the question for Horseheads. The parasite that causes this disease is spread by the female Anopheles mosquito and reproduces in the human liver. Name this tropical disease whose symptoms are treated with quinine and artemisinin. Brielle May, Horseheads.
Malaria?
Malaria is correct. The Ghost of Sutter is a character in what August Wilson play about the Charles family, where boy Willie and Bernice argue about an heirloom with pictures of their ancestors carved into it? The Piano Lesson. Question number 25 between the Northeast Bradford Panthers and Horseheads Blue Raiders. Northeast in the lead, 80-50. Established during the Crusades to protect pilgrims traveling to the Holy Land, this group's business dealings across Europe may have created the world's first multinational corporation. Name this medieval military. Will Cooley, Northeast Bradford.
The Knights Templar.
That is correct. In 2022, England's Premier Soccer League was won by a team from what city 200 miles northwest of London for the fourth time in 5 years? Will Cooley, Northeast Bradford.
Manchester.
Manchester is correct. What American composer was only 38 when he died in 1937, 13 years after the premiere of his Rhapsody in Blue? George Gershwin. Question number 28. The ocean south of... You don't have to clap for me. I had the answer written down. But thank you. They gave me the answer. I appreciate the support. The ocean south of 50 degrees latitude that surrounds Antarctica has what name? Not Pacific, Atlantic, or Indian? Brandon Dildine, Horseheads.
Southern.
Southern Ocean is correct. Sharing her name with the type of Caribbean music, which goddess in the Odyssey keeps Odysseus with her for 7 years before she is forced to let him go? Brielle May, Horseheads.
Calypso?
Calypso is correct. What substance that sticks mosaic pieces to a mosaic's base is also used to stick red bricks together? Corinne Hotchkiss, Horseheads.
Cement?
Cement is incorrect. We will repeat the question for Northeast Bradford. What substance that sticks mosaic pieces to a mosaic's base is also used to stick red bricks together? Kate O'Connor, Northeast Bradford.
Mortar.
Mortar is the answer we were looking for. That's correct. That is 30 questions between Northeast Bradford Panthers and the Horseheads Blue Raiders. Final score 140 to 80. Northeast Bradford leads. A big thank you to the Horseheads Blue Raiders for joining us here today. Thank you for coming to the Sayre Theater. Did you have fun on Scholarship Challenge? Very good. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. When we come back, we will have Towanda on stage with Northeast Bradford in a Bradford County showdown here on the Sayre Theater stage. It's the 43rd Annual FCCB Scholarship Challenge presented by Williams Toyota. Welcome back to the stage of the Sayre Theater, where we are right in the thick of it here for the 43rd Annual FCCB Scholarship Challenge presented by Williams Toyota. Thank you for being here, and thanks for tuning in. We're having fun today. We've had quite a competition so far today. We've had Canton, Elmira, Towanda, Horseheads, and Northeast Bradford in the auditorium with us today. Towanda beat Elmira, then they took on Canton, and they beat Canton. Now, Horseheads and Northeast Bradford went up against one another. Northeast Bradford won, and now Northeast Bradford goes up against Towanda. And between these two teams, in just a short while, we'll find out which of these two will be coming back here again on Saturday, March 11th for Scholarship Challenge Finals. It's Northeast Bradford and Towanda. We've met both teams. Nate Spencer, Ryan O'Connor, Joel Palachik, Emily Stroud from Towanda, and Will Cooley, Eddie Eastman, Lila Hughes, and Kate O'Connor for Northeast Bradford. Not only do they face off on stage here this morning at Scholarship Challenge, but it's going to be on the courts tonight as well. Right, Kate? Wow, you guys are putting on the mileage today. That's pretty great. So tell it. It's Towanda and Northeast Bradford.
Yes.
You have her mic on, you guys?
Is it on? Yeah. So it's the NTL Showdown Final at Mansfield University. I believe it's our first time in the Showdown Final. So we're pretty excited. We just played them on Tuesday. It was a close game. They beat us, but we're looking to get a W here.
Yeah.
Let's just say, we want our revenge.
It is a little bit warmer on stage at the moment than it was a few minutes
Tensions
ago.
are.
Yeah, that's certainly the case. But it's great. We got two really great teams here, and we've had 5 really great teams here today on Scholarship Challenge. And it's just another thing, right? We have lots of sports represented. We hear about that all the time in our sports reports, and we have theater programs going, and we have the academics well represented here at Scholarship Challenge. So appreciate all these students for joining us here today. Also alternate for the Panthers, Ryan Jones is here, and alternates for Towanda Black Knights, Ryan Aldifer, Polina Goncharo, I'm going to say it right one of these. So turn their mics on for a second.
Goncharova.
Goncharova. Where are you? Got it. Polina Goncharova. Thank you for being here today. And Gretchen Brown, who we heard from earlier today, who taught us all about the beautiful Towanda countryside and the school districts there. Anybody want to answer some questions? Sounds good. As long as you're here, let's do some scholarship challenge. All right. Back to 10-point questions. 30 questions in all between these two teams here today. Here we go. Question number 1. The words who, what, and where are interrogative questions. Types of which... Rewind. Edit. This is live, though. Is it live?
Yes, this is live.
It's live. Never mind. Okay. The words who, what, and where are interrogative types of which part of speech? Pronoun. Question number 2. The third season of Rowan Atkinson's classic Blackadder sitcom was set during the Regency from 1810 to 1820, the last 10 years of the reign of what British king who was defeated by the American Revolution? Will Cooley, Northeast Bradford.
George III.
George III is correct. Good job. Got our first 10 points on the board now. Northeast Bradford in the lead. Pencils and paper ready. In lowest terms, give the slope of the line 3x plus 12y equals 6. Eddie Eastman, Northeast Bradford.
Y equals negative 1/4 x plus 1/2.
That's correct. Great job, Eddie. He took a chance there and did something pretty cool. One of the things that we mention is that you have 5 seconds to ring in and then 10 seconds to answer. And complex questions like that tend to take a lot more than 5 seconds. But if you can come up with the answer in less than those 15 seconds total and give it to us, you get it. So there you go. Good job on that. All right. Question number 4. Northeast Bradford in the lead over Towanda, 20-0. The Tropicana, Planet Hollywood, the Bellagio, and the Park, MGM, are among the major hotels in what western... Kate O'Connor, Northeast Bradford.
Las Vegas, Nevada.
Las Vegas is the answer. Correct. Which class of macromolecules that provides energy to the body? Nate Spencer, Towanda.
Carbohydrates.
Carbohydrates. It's kind of funny in between these two teams. Like are you feeling what I'm feeling? Yeah. It is all in good fun and competition. All right. Question number 6 between Northeast Bradford Panthers and Towanda Black Knights. British actress Emily Blunt recently played what Pamela Travers' governess in a movie sequel with the approval of Julie Andrews? Dudes. Anybody? Mary Poppins. That, Scholarship Challenge brings out the generational questions. It's like a little time check for each of us. Like, are we still hip? No, we're not. Okay, we're not. Okay. We won that one, by the way. 10 points for everyone except Northeast Bradford and Towanda. Here we go. Question number 7. Give the collective term starting with T for materials like wool or cotton. Nate Spencer, Towanda.
Textile.
Textiles, correct. Question number 8 between Northeast Bradford and Towanda. Give the 4-letter word used in both trampoline and diving competitions for a position where your body is bent forward at the hips. Will Cooley, Northeast Bradford.
Dive.
Incorrect. We'll repeat the question for Towanda. Give the four-letter word used in both trampoline and diving competitions for a position where your body is bent forward at the hips to 90 degrees while your legs are kept straight. Nate, Spencer, Tawanda.
Pike.
Pike is correct. Tawanda just took the lead, 30-20, over Northeast Bradford. The Russian Cosmonaut Training Center is named for what first man ever? Will Cooley, Northeast Bradford.
Yuri Gagarin.
Yuri Gagarin, yes. I would have said it the exact same way, so you're good. Give the term defined by the American Psychological Association as, quote, a waking fantasy or reverie in which wishes, expectations, and other potentialities are played out in imagination. Kate O'Connor, Northeast Bradford.
I'm going to say a daydream.
Daydream is correct. Northeast Bradford is now in the lead, 40-30. Get the tiebreaker questions ready. That's the end of 10 questions. I've got 20 more. And we will continue with Scholarship Challenge. 40-30, Northeast in the lead over Tawanda. The temperature is up here on the stage at the 43rd Annual FCCB Scholarship Challenge presented by Williams Toyota. Tawanda Black Knights and Northeast Bradford Panthers are up on stage today for Scholarship Challenge. These two were not aligned directly between one another today. This is an elaborate bracket that kind of filters through the competitions, and somehow, by some sort of twist of fate, Tawanda and Northeast Bradford are up against one another for the multipleth time this week. Has there been a long-standing rivalry between Tawanda and Northeast Bradford, or did we just start that today?
No, I wouldn't say that. For basketball, we've always we are in different leagues, so.
Okay.
I don't know anything about cross country though. That's between you guys.
Tell me about that.
So, districts this year, we got second place, they got first. Ooh.
All right, who won the basketball game Tuesday night?
Tawanda. It was close though.
Close only counts when it comes to horseshoes and hand grenades.
Oh, okay.
All right. Love it. I love it. All right. The score is 40-30. Northeast Bradford is in the lead. Each question in the last round and this round are 10 points apiece. 10 points if you get it right, 10 points off if you get it wrong. Here we go. Question number 11. Complete the name of this company that provides home meal delivery kits. Blue.
Apron.
Emily Stroud from Towanda's got it right. Good job. See, that happens when we get to this part of the show where we just go for it. And I love it. What four-letter word is defined by Scholastic.com as, quote, a politician's attempt to shape the way the public looks at an issue or event? Spin. Like a record, baby.
You just aged yourself again.
That was for the audience. 10 more points for us, okay? All right. Name the botanical object larger than a seed and defined as a plant that stores its entire life cycle underground that, if planted in the fall, will result in tulips. Or Nate Spencer, Towanda.
Bulb.
Bulb is correct. We were tied at 40-40 there for a second. Now Towanda's in the lead, 50-40. 2 answers needed. The Delaware River has created a water gap through the Appalachian Mountains at the border of what 2 states? Joel Palachik, Towanda.
Pennsylvania and New Jersey.
That is correct. 60-40 now between Northeast and Towanda. Question 15. Give the most common meaning of the Internet or text acronym NOYB. Will Cooley, Northeast Bradford.
None of your business.
Excuse me. That's correct. $60-50. Towanda in the lead. Question 16. Which land purchase authorized by U.S. President Franklin Pierce in 1854 included what is now the Arizona cities of Tucson and Yuma? Eddie Eastman, Northeast Bradford.
The Gadsden Purchase.
The Gadsden Purchase is correct. 60-60. American composer Aaron Copland wrote a song cycle with lyrics from what American poet whose poems include I Felt a Funeral in My Brain and There Came a Wind Like a Bugle? No takers there. Emily Dickinson. Still tied at 60 all. Towanda, Northeast Bradford. Question 18. A recent novel is based on the real-life 1873 story of getting this explorer's body returned to his native England after he died of malaria in Zambia. Name this Scottish doctor and missionary who saw what is now Lake Malawi after getting attacked by a lion that damaged his arm for life. Dr. David Livingstone. Question number 19. His last 2 novels were Captains Courageous and Kim. Name this British Nobel laureate, more famous for his stories set in the jungles of India. Nate Spencer, Towanda.
Kipling.
Kipling is correct. Towanda is now in the lead over Northeast Bradford 70-60 with 1 question left in this round. Pencils and paper ready. Give the area of a trapezoid with height 8 inches and base 11 inches and 19 inches. At the buzzer, Eddie Eastman from Northeast Bradford.
$120 square inches.
That is correct. Good job. So that's the end of round 2 between Northeast Bradford and Towanda Black Knights. That's 20 questions gone, 10 points apiece, and the score is tied at 70 all. You excuse me if I take an extra second to defer or confer with the judges to make sure we got that last one right, and you did. I liked the drama that added. Like, I could get like a cheeseburger up here and like wait for a second, take a bite, and then tell you whether you're right or not. Okay, we won't do that. All right, 10 questions left, possibly. Maybe more if we need to get tiebreakers involved today. When we come back from the break, we've been spending a lot of time in Towanda. I want to go to New York for a quick minute. We'll do that. But when we come back, we're going to have 10 more questions between Northeast Bradford and Towanda. They're worth 20 points apiece. The score's tied 70-70. This is the extremely competitive 43rd Annual FCCB Scholarship Challenge presented by Williams Toyota.
So,
it's a very eager competition up here. We have some very eager students who are playing on Scholarship Challenge today. The Northeast Bradford Panthers and the Towanda Black Knights, who are tied at 70 all. We are deep in this Pennsylvania competition today, but I want to take a moment to have a chat with one of our judges who's with us today, and that is Mike Barada, who comes to us from the village of Owego this morning. Mike is the mayor of Owego. Good morning, Mike. Mike, how are you? Good, thank you. If we could have the floor mic on, please. And I keep saying good morning. It's now afternoon, 12:17. Mike he started being a judge with us occasionally last year, and this is his second time this year. We missed him last week. He was here 2 weeks ago. Because, among other things, one of the things Mike got to do is take a trip to Albany, where the New York governor's mansion is, right? So the floor mic is not on, guys. Well, at any rate, my goal here was to ask Mike what it was like being at the governor's mansion. You think on that, and we'll get that mic working, and I'll ask you that question again in a little bit. But pretty cool opportunity to go and check out the governor's mansion in New York or PA. Is there a governor's mansion in PA? There must be. There is? Awesome. Have you been there? Oh, that's cool. All right. Let's get on with the challenge here this morning. That was my attempt at an interview. We'll try that again at another point. Okay, third round, 20-point questions now between Northeast Bradford Panthers and Towanda Black Knights. We have Will Cooley on the stage with Eddie Eastman, Lila Hughes, and Kate O'Connor from Northeast Bradford. From Towanda, it's Nate Spencer, Ryan O'Connor, Joel Palachek, and Emily Stroud. These two teams have been excellent in answering questions all day long. All good at the back table? Doesn't look like it. We just reset the game. Yep, 70 all. All right. Do you guys need a minute back there? Okay, so we need a minute for our engineer team, so we're going to take a minute, if that's okay. We'll send it back to the station. We'll be right back here on Scholarship Challenge.
For that, sorry.
Nathan.
Scholarship Challenge on Choice 102 is presented by FCCB and sponsored by Williams Toyota. Here are your hosts, Dave and Irene Radigan.
All right, just a note for our contestants on stage, ringing in during the break does not get you extra points. You have to wait for me to ask a question first. Does that mic work now?
I think it might.
Oh, Mayor Barada, nice to have you with us here today.
Nice to be here.
How was the governor's mansion?
Oh, it's nice.
Yeah? Tell me
Yeah.
about it. Like, is it modern? Is it like,
Well, there's a lot of like really steep steps to get up in there.
We're talking about Albany now, right?
Yeah.
Like how many steps? Like 100? Is it like?
No, probably like 20, but they're big.
Is that to keep people out?
I don't know. I almost didn't make it.
but you did make it. You
Yep.
took your time. You got there.
Yep.
That's good. And did they let you in?
They did, yeah.
And did you get to see the whole place or just like the entryway?
Just like the bottom floor.
Okay. And what kinds of things are on the bottom floor of the governor's mansion in Albany?
Oh, it's pretty nice. They have like a coat room and then a couple dining rooms and sitting room.
Were you there for a meeting or a meal or what made Governor Hochul invite Mike Barada to town?
That's a good question. It was she threw a reception for our conference of mayors that we went to up there. So,
okay.
So we had a little buffet and she gave a speech. And
how was the food?
It was good.
It better be.
Yeah.
Great. Well, that's awesome. I know. What did any bringbacks or take homes from that? And I don't mean like silverware, but like, what did you learn at the conference?
It was mostly about this new state budget that they're trying to pass. So, a lot of information about that. But
interesting. I think a lot of people probably don't know unless maybe you're directly involved in government. At least in New York, where I've lived most of my life, 90% of the local county budgets go to state mandates. So the local legislators really only get to control the last 10% of the budget, and the rest of it's already spent before it gets to them. So there's a lot of interesting things that go there, and I could see why they're trying to get local village support.
Yeah.
By bringing the mayors up to wine them and dine them a little bit.
That's true.
Interesting. Well, Mayor Mike Barada from the Village of Owego, thank you for joining us at Scholarship Challenge and being one of our judges today. I appreciate that.
Great
a round
to be
of
here.
applause for the judges, please. Can't have Scholarship Challenge without the judges. They keep everything fair and square. Remember that, guys. Fair and square up here on stage. It's Northeast Bradford and Towanda Black Knights. As much as I'd like to drag this all out for the rest of the day, there's a basketball game between these two schools at 6 o'clock tonight. The bus leaves at 3:30, so we better get to these last 10 questions. The score is tied at 70 all. The questions are worth 20 points apiece, and here's the first of the last of them. When combined with oxygen, what metallic element can create a cubic crystal form that looks like a diamond? Nate Spencer from Towanda.
Zirconium.
Zirconium is correct. Towanda takes the lead, 90-70. In 2022 was the 50th anniversary of the 1972 World Championship match won by what American? Bobby Fischer. Maybe kind of a vague question there. Question number 23 between Northeast Bradford Panthers and Towanda Black Knights. The American writer using the pen name Cordwainer Smith wrote in what genre, including the novels Quest of the Three Worlds and A Planet Named Shale? Kate O'Connor, Northeast Bradford.
I'm going to say science fiction.
Science fiction is correct. Tied again. Now I'm starting to sweat. What 10-letter word starting with P describes a financial agreement signed before marriage? Lila Hughes, Northeast Bradford.
Prenuptial.
Prenuptial agreement. The French clergyman Martin Mersenne is considered the father of what physics subtopic dealing with sound? Nate Spencer from Towanda.
Acoustics.
Acoustics is correct. Tied again, now at 110 each. Question 26. I just wanted to try it for a second, sorry. Question number 26. Consisting of hostile action by more than 350 airplanes, this event victimized Ford Island and Wheeler Field and came as a complete surprise to the American military. Identify this event at a military. Will Cooley, Northeast Bradford.
Pearl Harbor.
The attack at Pearl Harbor, that's right. Northeast Bradford in the lead now. Put a book on a table, then slowly slide an edge of the book off the table as far as you can until the book starts to fall off. This is a small example of what architectural concept where part of the building is supported horizontally but appears to hang off the rest of the building. Eddie Eastman, Northeast Bradford.
A cantilever.
Cantilever is correct. Northeast Bradford's now in the lead, 150-110 over Towanda. There are 3 questions left, 20 points apiece. John Krakauer's book Into Thin Air details his experience trying to climb what? Nate Spencer, Towanda.
Mount Everest.
Mount Everest is correct. Catching up. 20 points behind is Towanda to Northeast with 2 20-point questions left. Anybody's game. In the Middle Ages, these beings decided which warriors would stay with Odin after death. Nate Spencer, Towanda.
Valkyries.
Valkyries is correct. It's now tied again between Northeast Bradford and Towanda. Each team has 150 points. I have 1 question left in the match between the two, and it's worth 20 points. Security, are you ready? Here we go. The U.S. Air Force supervises this area's Thule Air Base. One reason why Donald Trump's suggestion that the U.S. buy this... Nate Spencer from Towanda.
Greenland.
That's correct. No tiebreaker questions needed today, as Nate Spencer collapses his head to the table, but he's fine. So Wanda Black Knights 170, Northeast Bradford Panthers 150 at the end of the match. That was so close, my hands are still sweating. All of you guys have done a wonderful job today. I know the bus leaves at 3:30.
We got time.
Let's turn the mics on and have a chat here for a minute.
Oh, yeah.
What did you think, Kate O'Connor?
You know what? I got to give it to you guys. You did great. All I'm saying is tonight, you guys better be ready for this game. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, you guys are really impressive. That was impressive.
That was very impressive. Both teams, Towanda and Northeast. Who knew? Now I got to watch out between the two of you on stage up here at the Sayre Theater. We love a great competition. We love smart kids who do a wonderful job. And if you're in Scholarship Challenge, you're absolutely one of those smart kids. There's so many of them out there in all of these districts. We've had 19 school districts participate in Scholarship Challenge this year with 22 teams. Waverly, Athens, Sayre, each submitting 2 teams, kind of home teams here in the Valley. It's easy to get to, and all these other districts submitting 1 team apiece. So wonderful. Will Cooley, any thoughts on the day today? Did you have fun?
It was pretty cool.
It was pretty cool, right? Is this your first time here today?
I've been here since 7th grade.
Since 7th grade.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was pretty awesome. Eddie Eastman, did you have fun today?
Yep.
Yeah.
I know where I'm going for accounting, I can tell you that.
You're in charge of the math questions? Is that it? The two of you? Or is it, what's your area of specialty, Eddie?
I don't know.
Don't know?
Random
Lila
things.
says that it's math.
Your generation. Yeah. His dad's a math teacher. Yeah, his whole family's our math teachers.
He comes from a long line.
Okay. Will, you're pretty good at the math questions today, too? Lila, what's your area of expertise?
Literature and history.
Yeah, very good. Kate?
Odds and ends, but like literature. If you notice the questions I had they're kind of random. I'm just like, I'm a big Jeopardy fan. When Jeopardy comes on, I'm like,
Yep, you're there.
I'm zeroed in.
Aren't we all? Aren't we all? Well, great job, Northeast Bradford Panthers. That's the end of the line for you guys today, but you do, I think that does put them in for a prize. That puts you in, I think, our 4th through 8th place prize, somewhere in there. That's $250. That's going to be going to the Northeast Bradford Panthers. For the Towanda Black Knights, you guys are heading back to where you like to be, and that's the finals. You will join Grace Christian and Notre Dame on Saturday, March 11th. Towanda will be there. Superintendent Dennis Peachy, listening on 95.3 The Bridge right now, is probably going out of his mind. He wanted to see you guys back at finals, and it looks like he will. So congratulations to you guys. Nate Spencer, team captain, any thoughts on the day?
When we got up this morning, we weren't sure what was going to happen, and I guess we weren't sure until the last question. So,
isn't that great? I mean, no, it's probably terrible, right? But
I need some heart medication now.
Boy, what a great game Scholarship Challenge is, created by Charles Carver Jr. and it's just a lot of fun because you can be here. We've been on the air since 10 o'clock this morning. It's 12:32, and right up until the last minute, you just don't know what's going to happen. We love it. Ryan O'Connor, any thoughts?
Well, the questions were great and the competition even better. I'm looking forward to going to Applebee's after this.
You earned it, that's for sure. That's right, he does. Joel Pelichick, your thoughts?
That was insane. I feel like I'm out of breath right now. That was ridiculous.
That's fair. Emily Stroud?
I feel like it was a great game. I had a lot of fun. Really nervous at this end, though. You guys made my heart rate go so crazy my watch can't track it right now, so...
A glowing endorsement of Scholarship Challenge and what it can do to you. Judges, you have fun today? We're a great group of kids up here today. Really an awful lot of fun. We want to thank our judges for being with us today. Jackie Bowen and Todd and Missy Bowers, Mike Barata, thank you guys for being here. Appreciate the help and appreciate you guys up here on stage for giving us just an awful lot of competition today and a really, really good game. Okay, when we come back next week, Saturday, 10 a.m., right here, live from the Sayre Theater, you're welcome to come and join us in the theater. It's free to get in. It's general admission. You sit wherever you like. We leave the house lights on through the whole show, so you can come and go as you please and enjoy all or part of the competition. Next week, it's Waverly White Team, Athens Black Team, Wellsboro, Tioga Central, Newark Valley. One of those 5 will get a seat at finals on Saturday, March 11th with Towanda, Grace Christian, and Notre Dame. We love it. It's the 43rd Annual FCCB Scholarship Challenge. We want to make sure we've got all of our thank yous covered for the day today. Big special thank you to Elaine Poost, the Executive Director of the Bradford County Regional Arts Council, and her team for hosting us at the Sayre Theater. Big thanks to FCCB, Williams Toyota, CNN Bank, Dandy Mini Marts, Elderwood at Waverly, Elmira College, Guthrie Community Credit Union, IRFCU, Jeff Paul Plumbing and Heating, Landy and Rossetti, the Guthrie Clinic, Tioga ASAP Coalition, Tioga State Bank, and Valley Energy as well. Our patrons, thank you so much for contributing to the Scholarship Challenge prize money. $6,500 going out this year in scholarship money to the top 8 teams. Couldn't do it without our patrons. Huge thank you to the Radigan Media staff who have spent countless hours making Scholarship Challenge happen while running 17 stations at the same time. My wife, Irene Radigan, our vice president, station manager, Sherry Iyer, our entire production crew, the judges and volunteers that spent their Saturday with us. Until next week, I'm Dave Radigan with Irene Radigan. Have a great rest of your Saturday, and thank you for listening to Scholarship Challenge.